Audio Jungle.
For folks getting into this industry and for those who are in it, the question is always, how do I grow? How can I do more? How can I be better? And so you you had a very successful operation already with your father. And then there's a little bit of pressure probably when you take it over, and then you're like, okay, I got to do something with
A little
this. I
bit.
can't let it slip. So what was kind of the first thing that you did to be like, all right, I'm going to try something. I'm going to put my own stamp on this thing. What was kind of the first thing?
Well, yeah, there's. All right. So, as the son of the former owner, I did have a wish list of things that if I ruled the world, what would I want to do differently with the laundromats? And it did become a bit of a point of contention around the time that I stepped away from the family business to go pursue my own thing. Not as like a negative conflict between myself and my dad. My parents have always been extremely supportive of anything done. It's part of why I'm the way I am, and that I love showing other people how to do things that I figured out here.
Yeah.
See this, I guarantee it's because of my supportive parents. It turns out when you build things and you show other people how to do what you figured out, that's a very profitable skill to have when you're an entrepreneur, right? So when we took on ownership, my plan was not to change anything in the laundromats for a year or so, just to get my feet underneath me. But after about 2 weeks of collecting coins and doing this round robin of every 2-3 days, collecting from each store and all of that, I was like, I'm going to rip out every single coin drop possible. So it wasn't until, I guess it was about a year, about April or so, that we added a card system to all 3 laundromats. So we're entirely card starting machines. You can still take cash at the kiosk, the laundry kiosk, but to actually start the machines, it's all card. And that was one of the best moves that we made, because now it's maybe once every 10 days that we actually need to manage collecting cash and getting it to the bank. And it's just so simplified and so streamlined, and just the labor with that. I was spending maybe 20 plus hours a week on just cash handling alone for 3 stores before we switched to a card-based system. And now it's about 2 hours every 10 days. So about 6 hours a month that I'm handling cash. And that includes driving time between the stores. All 3 of our stores are within, 11 miles of each other. So
Yeah, but that time is really important. And I think that's one of the traps for most entrepreneurs is, they don't own their time the way they should, right? It's like, okay, if I'm spending 20 hours a week and I'm just collecting cash, well, that means I'm not doing any of the things that I'm uniquely positioned to do. I can have people can pick up the cash for me. What am I doing that is going to help me grow my business and grow this thing the way I want to grow it? You got to be able to focus on that stuff. And, kudos to you for seeing it early and be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this.